What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Memphis Dynasty here on NCAA 12, one of the underrated NCAA games of the Xbox 360 generation, at least in my opinion. We are 7-0 here in this season, but we're only ranked number 15 in the country, so not getting a lot of respect from the national media, or at least not as much as I thought we were going to have. But we do have another game in front of us that we need to focus in on. We got the Tulane Green Wave that are going to be coming into town, and Tulane, they are a decent squad, 4-4, but we got a few guys that are coming in and visiting here today. Porter and Graham, both of which guys are in the top 1100, and both come from pipeline states as well, so do want to look good in this particular game. However, this Tulane squad is a little bit above our team in terms of a talent perspective. They're a B- overall squad, whereas a C+ overall squad, but maybe other than special teams here a little bit, it seems like it's going to be a pretty even game. But with the way that we've been executing Curb Herbstreit, he is going to be rocking with us and thinking that we can continue our unbeaten streak here in year number 7. So let's see if we can come out here and handle those expectations. It's going to be a fun episode, man. I hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button as well if you do have to be brand new to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. I'll see you guys on the field. Alright, boys, so we are going to start with the football in our hands, and let's see if we can come out here and set a tone here early on in this game as we bamboozle them. Might be able to get some good yards off of this, and we do. Chase Mitchell is going to start with a first down off of the halfback screen, and you certainly love to see that. So 2nd and 10 coming up now. We'll go back to Chase Mitchell as things been going relatively well on the ground, but he puts the ball on the ground. He fumbles it, and Tulane is going to recover, giving Tulane a chance to score first. However, not only do they end up going 3 and out, but they end up missing the field goal as well. So you want to talk about dodging a major bullet. We definitely dodge a monumental bullet there, as there's still no score in this game, but we really do have to do a much better job of taking care of the football. Let's see if we can do just that as we'll go on 1st and 10. Thompson looking for someone to throw this ball to, floats it over to Bill Billiam. That was a beautiful dive by Joseph Thompson, but Bill Billiam just could not bring it in, unfortunately. So now it's going to be a 3rd and long instead. And Thompson again trying to throw from under center. Does initially have a clean pocket to work through and finds Luke McConnell for a big play downfield. Beats the press coverage. And that will allow the Memphis Tigers to move the chains for a first down. And for the first time today, we are across midfield, looking to get deeper down the field. And we had Bill Billiam. He drops it. He sells us, as that could have been a massive game. Joseph Thompson, you couldn't tell in his face, but he was absolutely beside himself. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long with Thompson trying to pick it up. He's going to look over to the left-hand side, trying to get it out to Jody Gentry on the perimeter, but it was well defended. And so we will be trotting out our field goal unit. The kick will be up in the air. It's up, and it's going to be good. So we do add a field goal up on the board that will make it a 3-0 affair. So we will at least get the first points of this ball game. Meanwhile, Tulane comes out onto the field yet again, middle of the first quarter. We'll see what Tulane can do, as they have not picked up a first down yet on this drive, as What is literally anyone doing on that particular play? That could have been intercepted. That could have been caught by somebody. Nobody caught it, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. But Tulane will move the sticks down the field for a first down. And Tulane is moving itself down the field to try to match our most recent score. They got to pick up this 3rd down conversion first. 3rd and 7. Looking around, looks over to the middle of the field. Will they give the forward progress? And I don't think they do. It's going to be just short of the first down marker. And Tulane is going to go for it. They are going to risk it for the biscuit, trying to run it upfield. And it's going to be a broken tackle. And Davis trying to give chase. Finally gets him down inside the 25-yard line. So the gamble works out in a big way. And Tulane gets a fresh set of downs that they get to work with now. As we got a 3rd and long, trying to keep the drive alive. But Dan Daniel will get that pass away. And allow Tulane a chance to tie this ball game up. 40-something yard field goal attempt. It's up in the air, but it's going to be just barely sneaks right through. We'll see if we can get a replay of that or not. And it looks like we will not get that replay that we're looking for, as the 42-yard field goal attempt, well, that's good. So we got an all tied ball game at 3 apiece. Looking for our offense to maybe wake up a little bit here. We'll go over play action, start this drive out. As Thompson's got some time to work with. Throws to the right-hand side as he looks for Luke McConnell. But Luke McConnell will not be able to complete the process of the catch. And again, we deal with a 3rd and long. We have been solid on 3rd down conversions today. 3rd and 8, looking to drop back. Got a man open up the middle of the field. It's going to be Goodwin, the fullback, who's able to make some noise. That's going to be a first down for your Memphis Tigers. It allows us to move the sticks yet again, as we now try to build off of that success. Trying to throw over to the left-hand side. Wanted Jacoby Johnson, but we threw it too far away from him. It's not an accurate pass at all. And again, another 3rd and long. Trying to get open with the halfback screen. We'll see if we can open it up for Jace Mitchell underneath. Trying to throw to the right-hand side, and we had the numbers. We had it set up perfectly, but we couldn't do anything about it. We got his, we threw that ball, and that means we had to punt this football away yet again. And our offense has really been struggling through this game thus far. So we try to pick ourselves back up after an unsuccessful offensive possession, as that will likely take us into the end of the first quarter of action. Still got a tie ball game as we look to extend our undefeated streak to start this season. All knotted up at 3 apiece after 1 quarter. So here we are in the second quarter of action. 2nd and short, most specifically, as they're going to start the quarter off with play actions. Got some time, and he had a wide butt-naked open receiver down the field, but could not bring it in. So now, 3rd and short, as they try to pick up the first down. Looks like they're going to try to do it on the ground. Forburn likely to get the handoff. He does, and you know, we hadn't played decently well. Leonidas Mitchell did have that initial penetration, but he was able to cut it back, and there was no one else there to help assist. So Tulane gets a first down off of that, but can they pick up yet another 3rd down? This one being 3rd and 8, looking over the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught. First down for the Tulane Green Wave, and they will be crossing midfield now as they search for their first lead of the game. Looking over to the left-hand side, dumps it off to the fullback, and Fuller has to come in and complete the tackle. He picks up a good set of yards there, though, as now a 7-yard gain. 2nd and short, looking over the middle. That would have been a first down, but Chris Gentry was there to break up that pass. And now, yet another 3rd down. They've picked up their first couple, but they're going to try to do something a little bit different here. Pulling out the Wildcat formation, and look at this. What is going on here? It's going to be a throwback for the running back. We do keep them behind the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the field. They're going to call a holding penalty However, we will decide to decline the penalty in order to make it 4th down. But again, Tulane, they are going to go for it, trying to run for the first down marker, but the defense stands tall. Memphis football will be coming your way. And we take over with absolutely phenomenal field position to start this drive. But can we take advantage? Thompson looks over to the right-hand side, throws a rocket to Joni Gentry, and it will not take long to cash in on the turnover on downs. Touchdown, Tigers. And the Memphis Tigers are going to go ahead and extend the lead further. You love to see it, man. And we extend our lead yet again. So we can try to finish this second quarter strong as we are out here. 13-3 lead, though. We were able to get a field goal off screen thanks to the help of our special teams unit. As Joseph Thompson getting above 50%. Has been a very effective or efficient passer so far today. As you know, those passing opportunities have not really been there like it might have been sometimes in maybe the previous games that we have played in. But we're trying to throw again on the 2nd and 10. Thompson actually going to throw across his body at the last second. And Bill Billiam, he'll pick up the first down. And that will move the sticks as Bill Billiam found a soft spot in the zone defense. And now going to try to get a big play downfield. Millard Thomas, he's going to come into the game as Joseph Thompson, when he was trying to scramble, did actually hurt himself a little bit. But, hey, using that mobility that he had and takes off, finds Jacob Johnson down the field. You'll love to see that type of mobility. Millard Thompson's going to be a really good quarterback someday for us. He is not going to play very much in this particular game. Joseph Thompson, just had like a little pinched nerve, and, he was good to go after that. The trainer said it was a low injury risk. So Joseph Thompson comes back into the game, and he will hand the football off to Jace Mitchell, but he has nowhere to go, unfortunately. So we will drown some of this clock out as we're getting into the last 90 seconds here of this first half. And if he's able to make this field goal, we will be able to extend this lead further. And the field goal attempt will actually be successful. 11 play, 62-yard drive. But we force a 3-and-out quickly on the Tulane defense. And after taking one of our timeouts, we have a chance to make some more noise before the end of the first half. So let's see what we can do with this opportunity that's been bestowed upon us. We still have one timeout left to work with as we decide to burn one of our timeouts after we did not pick up the first down or get out of bounds. Gotta be smart here with where we're directing the football. Thompson's going to throw back to Jacoby Johnson. He's going to get undercut, but at least this time around, he's able to pick up that first down yet again. And we will quickly go into a no huddle. We don't break this out very often, but we are pretty good once we are able, make some things shake as we throw over the middle. Find Trayvon Randolph, but it's only for a 7-yard gain. Clock is going to continue to run as we're looking for a way to attack downfield yet again. 2nd and short. Thompson, there's a glitch. It's a broken play, and Thompson has nowhere to go with the ball. Just a glitch. That was a pure glitch. That was not supposed to happen like that at all. Pure pass play. And that's going to cost us a chance to possibly get another touchdown on the board. Now, we don't come out here completely empty-handed, and we will still at least take a 16-point lead into the half. So now we come into that second half of action here. We're up by 16 points. Really liked how our defense has been playing. They've really contained Tulane pretty well, and that's almost intercepted to start the second half. That's Nazir Evans, the former 4-star out of the state of Tennessee. And we force him to a 3rd and long. Tulane dropping back, looks over to the right hand side, and our defense gets burnt like toast. And Tulane, with their biggest gains of the day, they have new life on this offensive drive, trying to cut it to possibly down to a 1-possession game. Our defense trying to stand tall yet again. 3rd and 9 coming up here as they look like they're going to set up a screen, but nowhere to go on the screens. And we will finally bring them down with TJ Cannon, who just remained relentless, even though he didn't get that initial push that he was looking for. So the Green Wave had to send the field goal unit out. This is going to be a 47-yard field goal attempt, and it's not good. It bounces off the uprights. Yeah, absolutely hate to see it. A painful way to miss a field goal. So now here we are with our offense taking back over after the missed field goal attempt, and another chance to come out here and extend the lead. 2nd and 4 coming up. Thompson's going to sell on the play action. Looks over the middle of the field. Finds Jacoby Johnson down the sideline. Gets caught from behind. 1st down for the Memphis Tigers, as that takes us into the red zone. And a massive play for Jacoby Johnson, as we'll keep it in the air for the next play. Looking over the right hand side, Luke McConnell able to find a soft spot in the defense and exploits it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And Luke McConnell just ran that deep curl. Nobody really guarding him over there. And that's going to be a touchdown for Memphis yet again. And we extend this lead to 26-3, a 23-point lead. This team really playing like a top 25 team right now. They have really came out ready to play in this ball game. But hey, there's still quite a bit of football left to be played. Let's see if we can finish this game strong in general as they try to run it up the gut. And there's actually a decent little hole for this running back to run through. Dan Daniel trying to strip the ball loose, but he's got some very firm hands. He's got some good hands like Allstate. So he'll hang on to the ball for this 3rd and short. We'll see if they go back to Ferris. In the backfield as Cooper moves around multiple times. No, they pass the ball and it's a slant pattern. We have been bamboozled. Cool beans. What are we doing, my boy? I couldn't remember if we were in a zone or if we were in a man, but either way, that's just way too big of a hole to have out there on the perimeter. It just cannot happen. And now Tulane is going to be on the move. 1st and 10 coming up as they're going to toss it out to the left-hand side. But look at that play. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go, man. Great instincts from the linebacker position. And it's now going to be 3rd and long. And again, they try to set up that same screen, but it's not going to work. They are going to have to settle for yet another field goal. And I thought this one was actually going to go in, but it didn't really happen like that at all. So now they don't come away with any points at all when I thought they were going to finally get their first touchdown of this ball game. And yet again, we will find ourselves taking over after a pretty successful defensive stop. 2nd and 4 coming up as we're coming off that missed field goal. Chase Mitchell will go out into the open as Mitchell is going to turn upfield quickly. Tries to bounce it off to the outside, but can't find any space to necessarily work with. And that will still be a 1st down, though, as we'll continue to work with Chase Mitchell. Read option. Oh, if we had that block from Jody Gentry, man. If we had that block, he was going to take that all the way back to the crib, but still a pretty good game, and we're still going to rock with Chase Mitchell, who again gets another carry, tries to bounce it to the outside, does get caught pretty quickly, but we will get some help from the officials here on the field as Chase Mitchell's face mask was pulled by Darnell Bryant. And now, first, a big play after the face mask. We almost get yet another touchdown on a couple of plays later. Thought we gonna have a touchdown for Luke McConnell. He already has one in this game, but we will be brought down at the 1-yard line instead, as Thompson's gonna try to throw to the right-hand side. Wanted Marcus Goodwin. Goodwin could not haul that in, though. And all of a sudden, we're working at a 3rd and goal. Gonna try to run it with Chase Mitchell, who has nowhere to go. He does get some forward push on the second effort. But 4th and goal, and with where this football is right now, you already know we gotta go for it. Goodwin's gonna get moved into the motion. Last play of the 3rd quarter, but Tulane's defensive line is gonna win in the trenches. Chase Mitchell is absolutely beside himself. And listen, we're blowing out Tulane right now. We're still accomplishing that as we do have a 23-point lead at the moment. But man, that was a tough one to swallow. Nonetheless, we still have 1 quarter to play. We're playing well, though. So Tulane is going to start with the football to begin this 4th quarter, but deep in their own territory, though. They are going to need to be really smart with what plays they call, and they go with a Wildcat. This could be trouble, and it is! We got the safety, Eddie Coolbeans, able to break it down, and the stone wall of our defense continues to live through this game. And you love to absolutely see it as this team is just putting together a great effort today. And that's even with Chase Mitchell not necessarily getting the flashy stats, necessarily not a big run yet. But the team is still playing well as we look for a big play downfield. Thompson, he's going to look. No, he's going to run himself. He'll slide down right in front of one of the defenders. That's a 1st down for the Memphis Tigers. But can we continue our 3rd down luck? This one's going to be 3rd and 11. It looks like they might be in a cover 3. And it looks like it's going to be, yes, a cover 3. Nobody really open downfield. So just kind of had to eat that one. Joseph Thompson did avoid the sack. So couldn't score any points on that particular possession. But we do force a 3 and out on Tulane on the next defensive drive. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to run things out with our offense yet again. And let's go, baby. Chase Mitchell finally getting a big-time run down the sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Memphis. Chase Mitchell coming out here. He is not playing any sort of games. He finally gets that big run that he's looking for. And it comes off the speed option. And after that particular play, we got the backups out and get them some crucial playing time, get them some crucial experience so that they can help our program at a later date. But this is actually going to be the play of the game. That's how we finish it up. We win yet again against the Tulane Green Wave as we remain undefeated on the year. Alright boys, so another good win for our program as we should be earning some more respect from the national media after this one here today. Let's go ahead and check out the individual stats here real quick to see how our guys did from an individual standpoint. Miller Thomas had to come in briefly because Joseph Thompson did end up hurting himself. He did pretty good in the couple plays that he was in the game, but Joseph Thompson, well, he was really effective in this one. As for our ground game, we also found some solace in the ground as Chase Mitchell averaged over 5 yards a carry, so you love to see that. He had 24 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown in this one. For the receivers, we had 2 100-yard receivers in this game. Luke McConnell was one of them. He had 5 catches for 112 yards and a touchdown in this game. Chase Mitchell also found the end zone through the air. And we had our other 100-yard receiver being Jacoby Johnson, who had a career day in this one. 4 catches for 101 yards. And finally, Jody Gentry couldn't get the ball to him too terribly much in this one, but the one time he did touch it, he took it to the crib for a 60-yard touchdown. Meanwhile, this defense was absolutely electric today, only allowing a field goal before we got the backups up in there. Kevin Fuller actually led the team in tackles today. He had 5 tackles in this game. But then we also had Eddie Coolbeans, who not only had 4 tackles, but also did have a safety for us as well. Chris Gentry chipped in with 4 tackles as well. Plus, not to mention, we were able to force multiple sacks in this game. TJ Cannon coming out and surprising some people here today. He had multiple sacks in this game, while Dan Daniel, the hard hitter from Alabama, he was able to get to the quarterback as well. I thought we had some interceptions today, but we did not turn the football over in that kind of way. But one of our corners, Chase Gentry, was able to force a fumble on special teams, which he was actually able to recover. That was how we were able to get a few points off of turnovers today. Overall, did a really good job once again. We'll see if we actually get into the top 10, or will we still have a little bit of work that needs to be done. So as we are moving into week number 11, we do pick up a couple of more guys that will sign on the dotted line for us. Pair of 2 stars that both play the outside linebacker position. We got Mohammed, who's from Illinois, and then Alexander from South Carolina. 2 guys that I don't necessarily expect for us to start right away, but we can develop these guys, as we do have a solid track record of developing the athletes that do come onto this campus. But with that being said, though, we do indeed crack ourselves into the top 10 for the very first time in this dynasty. 8-0, ranked number 10 in the country, and that ultimate goal of at least making it to a BCS bowl game, that is well in sight. But we still have a few more games left to play just in this regular season alone. And this SMU squad, well, historically in this series, they have given us some trouble. So even though they don't have nearly the same record as we do cannot take them for granted. So I will save this for the very next episode, but I do hope that you enjoyed today's content. And if you did, make sure you go ahead and do a couple of favors for me. I need you to go ahead, smack that like button for me, and then also hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, signing off. Hoping you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.